Stunnandi divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangavadakramopanishadaihi Gayandi Anusamaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Shantiyam Yogina Yasyantam Navidasura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namah. That's number 25 onwards. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavrutah mudho yamna bhijanati loko mamajamavyayam Vedaham samatitani Vartamanani charjuna Bhavishyani cha bhutani Mam tu vedana kasyana. When in the first 6 chapters, when the word aham was used, it meant the self, the absolute, your nature. Tvampada lakshyartha, the implied meaning of the word you, the implied meaning of the word I. 7th chapter onwards, whenever this word comes, aham, it is now Ishvara. When you said the word I, it's no more dealing with one body, one mind. It at once includes the whole existence. As he says, Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakritistada apara yam. And Bhagavan says, aham, at once the apara prakriti as well as the para prakriti. The I, the meaning of it echoes throughout the universe, throughout the creation, samasti. You don't have to imagine a form, a particular form. All forms are His forms. All names are His names. Using a name to go to the nameless, using a form to go to the formless, that all beautiful in your 6th chapter meditation, that's very nice. Now on, your understanding must be such, when Ishvara, when Bhagavan says I, it is no more just the individual. It is at once everything. Para-prakriti, apara-prakriti. Again and again, we cannot go back into that explanation. But that must be your point of reference, all-pervasiveness. And the moment you see apara prakriti of Ishvara, Bhumi, Apaha, Analaha, Vayu, Kham, space, air, fire, water, earth, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankar. As you even say, your body with the 5 elements must be part of it. Your Mano, Buddhi, Ahankar must be part of it. When you say, O Lord, you are Sarvavyapi, all-pervasive, you cannot stand apart and say he is all-pervasive. Understand? You cannot stand apart and say he, she, it, all-pervasive. That is why whether you worship in a masculine form, feminine, neuter, anything, it all means same thing. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Sarvarupena Sanstita, the mother who exists in all the beings as all the beings. Vyapakatvat Vishnu, who is all pervasive, call it Vishnu. Sarvam Khaluidam Brahma, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, Devaiti, Deviti, it just doesn't matter. Must see that again and again. When you say Apara Prakriti, Pancha Mahabhuta, Mano Buddhi Ahankar, swallows up my little elemental body as well as Mano Buddhi Ahankar. Itastu anyam viddhime prakritim param. Other than these 8, hey Arjuna, whatever is left out, he doesn't name it. Itahastu anyam. Other than this, whatever is left out, may para prakritim viddhi, know that as my transcendental nature, supreme, untouched by the elements, Mano Buddhi Ahankar. So when you say, when now on, when Bhagavan says, I, Aham, it at once means everything. And when you say it means everything, you are included. That becomes your highest form of worship, highest form of meditation, where you don't need a flower to offer, water to offer. When you offer water and flower, you are offering something which does not suffer a sense of separation. Flower in the tree is a celebration of Ishvara, worship of God. The water has no sense of separation. I am separated. Instead of giving myself up, I am giving water and food and gold and the diamond and the temples and these things. You can do that, that's your choice. But at no time you can confine God to a place, a name or a thing. You can confine Him to a name also, a thing also, a form also. And what is that form? You choose. What is the name? You choose. What shall you offer? You choose. But you should not stand apart. You cannot stand apart. That is why Sarvat Bhava Ishvara. So, everywhere is existing. And this vision, awareness of totality, how beautifully it says, Naham prakasa sarvasya. Sheer compassion. Yoga Maya Samavruta. Other average individual, Mohitam na vijanati, Lokaha. Lokaha mohitam. Loka, this whole field of experience, Loka, individual also. The entire field of experience, the whole creation, Mohitam, under the spell of ignorance. Tasmat na avijanati. Therefore, do not know. Why? Yoga maya samavruta. Yoga gunanam yuktihi ghatanam. Associating yourself with the guna. Identifying yourself with one mind, one set of sense organs, organs of action, body, which is natural for every individual. Because when we are born, we cannot be born aware of ourselves. Then that makes you Ishvara. Under the spell of ignorance, the person is born. Tasmatna avijanati mam ajam abhyam. Doesn't know me, who is ajam, unborn, na jayate ajam, na byeti abhyam, does not perish. The imperishable absolute. You want to know that nature of Ishvara? Begin with yourself. Or else, the last verse, Abhyaktam Vyaktimapannam Manyante Mam Avudaya Avivekinaha Mam Avyaktam Vyaktamiti Manyante. I am ever unmanifest, but consider me in a particular form. Why? Because happens to individual himself. Avyaktam Vyaktimapanna, same language you can say. Even though each individual avyakta, unmanifest consciousness, loses himself with a thought, identity with a sense organ, the body. Since I consider myself mortal, how do I see immortality anywhere? Since I consider myself with a form, how do I see the formless everywhere? Your vision of perception, your vision, perception of formlessness everywhere will happen when you see it begins with yourself. You are not only with this form, but also aham pratyaya gochara, the formless. So, how many people can recognize earth in this place? Think, please understand. To see the ocean in a drop, because our whole perception is drop. Ocean is never a point of reference. To see the universe in the dust, to see the timeless in time-bound existence. You must see yourself. As we saw in other classes, expansion. Expansion does not mean the drop expands itself to the vastness of ocean. The dust doesn't expand itself to the vastness of the universe, nor the body expands itself to bodiless awareness. It's already there. Our mind expands, our perception, where you see everything separate from something. So you expand. When you see the country in a place, in a village, your vision has expanded. Village is always part of the country. In your intelligence, in your estimation, it's a small place, rural, provincial, national, international, universal. You expand. The same place is, everything is there. There where the local, rural is there, national, provincial, national, international, universal, divine considerations, same place. Therefore, you expand, see yourself. Why he does not see? Yoga Maya Samavritam. So the person is not blamed. It's so beautiful. But look at yourself. Observe yourself. With this awareness, change your living. With this awareness, you change your living. If your point of reference is limited, how can you take limitless decisions? It's like my point of reference is my child. You think you can take care of others? Impossible. My brother, my wife, my husband. So you'll take care of those 2-3 people. Thoroughly, no problem. But you cannot expand beyond. Because your point of reference is limited. That is why this opening up the heart. Opening up the heart means what? You are expanding. Truth here, truth there, everywhere. Everything is Ishvara. That's why you cannot hurt anything. You cannot hurt anybody. Impossible. If your point of reference is totality, you cannot ever hurt anybody. You think for yourself what I am talking. Don't hurt is not an idealistic statement. Like love thy neighbor, love your neighbor. What? You say love my neighbor. No, I am talking about a religious, almost like indoctrination and a failure. Love thy neighbor if he follows your truth. Kill him if he doesn't follow you. What type of truth is that? Religious fanaticism. Very kind. Everything is creation of God. But my God's creation. If it is somebody else's creation, kill him. Oof. Exclusiveness brings absolute fanaticism, violence, destruction. An all-inclusive thinking. And let's see how he says. So when now on, 7th chapter onwards, whenever the word comes aham, remember, apara prakriti, para prakriti. That is why, before coming to class, begin your day with that. Take that verse as your mantra. Because when you say individually I, you can stand apart from others. When you identify the God's I, everything is included. Burambhansyanalo nilambara maharnata himansupuvan ityavhati characharatmagamidam yasyaiva murtyastakam nanyat kinchana vidyate vimrashatam yasmat parasmat vibho tasmai Sri Dakshinamurtaye tad Gurumurtaye namaidam. Dakshinamurti, last verse. Ishvara. Same thought. Bhurambhansya nalo nilambara aharnata himansu puman. 5 elements. Aharnata sun, himamsu moon, puman individual. Ityabhati charachmaratmakamidam yasyiva murti ashtakam. Yasya murti ashtakam. This is 8 forms of Ishvara. In a sense, he in all the 8 forms, she in all the 8 forms. Elements, conscious, unconscious, whole universe, everything. Yasmat, parasmat, vibhoho, nakinchana vidyate. There is nothing other than him. Para prakriti, apara prakriti. So they will say the point, aham, from now on, every morning you begin your day with this mantra. That will include yourself. In the Nyaya, they give a very beautiful, they call it Hasti Pada Nyaya, in a logic. Hasti Pada Nyaya means the footprint of the elephant. In footprint of the elephant, every footprint is taken away. A bird is walking, the cat has gone, the monkey has walked, the ants are moved, a scorpion has gone. So many footprints. But when the elephant puts the footprint, that footprint covers up all the footprints. Known as the Hasti Pada Nyaya. Ishvara is like that. When God says, I, all of us are included. Now, in your prayer, do you feel included or excluded? Amma, this is the verse. In your prayer, oh Ishvara, when you say the word Ishvara, Mother, when you say the word Ishvara, God, whatever language you use, do you feel included or you feel excluded? If you feel excluded, you are imagining. If you feel included, you see. Understand? You can't stand away from the totality. That is why elements makes it so beautiful. Your body a part of it. Same thing, your manobuddhi anga. So when Ishvara says, I, nothing stands apart. The whole universe echoes with it. And he therefore, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, aham Veda, I know everything. Samatitani, atitani, what all has happened, the entire past, in the timeless existence. Vartamanani, whatever is existing now. Bhavishyani cha bhutani. Bhavishyani cha Veda. I know all that is yet to happen. Bhutani, all the beings, living, non-living. Mam tu Vedana kasyana, nobody knows me. Who can ever know all the details? You can see Ishvara, you can be part of totality. But that general description, the details of it, mudiyade, impossible. Nobody. That is why 11th chapter will come. You will see that. Vishwarupa darsana. There is a nice Sanskrit verse describing Ishvara. Asita giri samam syat kajjalam sindhu patre Surataruvara sakha lekhani patramurvi Likhati yadi gruhitva sharada sarvakalam Tadapi tava gunanam ishaparam nayati. It's a beautiful verse. Oh Lord, it's so difficult to describe all your vibhutis, your glory, because you are all pervasive. So everything is you. Who can describe? Even if Goddess Saraswati herself, Likhati yadi gruhitva Sharada sarvakalam, Sarada, Goddess of learning herself, seems to be the know of everything. If she starts writing, how long? Sarvakalam, for endless time. Let her go on writing. How? With the pen. What pen? Surataruvara sakha lekhani. The biggest branch of the biggest tree is the pen. Let her pick up that pen. And on what he should write? Urvi patram, bhujapatra. The bhujapatra is a tree in Himalayas. Previously people are writing that. It barks. Layers after layers will come like paper. They were writing on that. In that patra, let him write for endless time with the biggest pen. With what? Asidagiri samam syat kajjalam sindhu patre. Sindhu patra, in the ocean pot, let there be Himalayan dimension of ink. Such a big ink pot, so much of ink, Himalayan dimension ink, biggest pen, vastest, if I use the word, leaf. Writer is Sharada herself. For endless time if she writes, O Lord, at the end of it, Tava Gunanam Ishaparam Nayati. Still she will not be described to write even an iota of your gunas. Why? Can you simultaneously write the past, present, future? By the time you start writing the present, past is gone. Future is rushing in. Please write about. Write everything you see. How do you describe the glory of totality? From your childhood until now, what all things are? You think same space, same birds. Coming here, 25 years, different generations of cuckoos have gone. We think same cuckoo is singing. Different generations of squirrels, different generations of orioles, different generations of snakes, already gone. Dogs. Before Shiva came, there was a Kalu. And he was a very sweet dog. Why? Because when I came here first, one night I am sitting down in my room, that old room. Evening, Ganesha and Panduranga have gone home. I am sitting down, and Mukambika, small statue is there, I sit down and I sit down there. And suddenly I hear the dog barking. Ho, 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 barking. Then I didn't bother what is there. And I had a small lamp, sit down there. Then dog really barking, too much, non-stop. I said, all right, doesn't matter, it's not a disturbance. And why the dog is barking? I got up, opened my door. You know what? A snake was coming to the room. From the outside, a snake, and the dog is barking. The snake is coming here, ooh, he goes there. As he comes, ooh, he goes there. As he goes there. He's guarding, barking. So it doesn't allow the snake to get in. After that, he was, of course, adopted dog here, Kalu. He stayed for 7-8 years. So sweet. And he's gone. Generations of things have passed. Can you describe everything? And this is one perception. Write down changes that are taking place simultaneously throughout the universe. Galactic changes, galaxies, stars, planets, galaxies. Who can describe? If you think in these terms, your mind will be wiped out. That is why Upasana, Ishvara Upasana, Devi Upasana. Not for, can I have little bit power, I can die, therefore Devi. Be nuts, be a dog, you can't be a dog. Che. Why are you adding to dogs? There are already dogs, so many. Personal power for what? Let her mummy enjoy the power. Let Ishvara enjoy the power. Me enjoy. Hey, which one thing, when I say that, please think of it. When I say, which one will enjoy? Father, mother earning, you are having a wonderful time, no responsibility. How nice. Other people, I must earn, I must do. Okay, put your petrol. Purchase your car. What a headache. Air, fire, water, everything is managed by him. Law of gravity, everything. Sustenance managed. Can you not eat little food and survive? No. I want that one, kill others and fight with others. I drink this one, so kill myself. What nonsense. Do you really understand Ishvara? Then, happy, gay abandon. happily give up everything. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. By renouncing, you enjoy. Why? Oh, he is there. Not to bandy about or talking about loudly. Oh, like one man I saw, one Swami, yo, dangerous. Oh, he's my insurance agent. God is my insurance agent. And he was behaving like nuts. Oh God, I remember this, I burst. I don't like it. An old lady came with some money to the ashram. It's some other ashram in Himalayas. Big place. Old lady comes during Kumbh Mela, gives a little money. Opens the bag. You can see from that he has put up 1 rupee folded, 2 rupee note folded, dirty notes, coins. And this man asks them to count, counts it up, 1,000 rupees needed. It will not do. True. Swami. And he says, God is my insurance agent. God takes care of everything. Then, this is the behavior. A poor person collects all the things. Your faith is, if I give it to ashram, I will be blessed. When these people are rolling on millions, who cares for your 160? That is why they are not devotees anymore, merchants. When you talk of Ishvara, everything is beautiful. Understand? Who can describe? Likati yadi gruhitva sarada sarvakalam tadabitava gunanam. Ishavar, even a iota you cannot write to Lord. In this expansion, you also lose yourself. So ask yourself the question. When you sit down your puja or your meditation, in your very thought of Ishvara or Brahma, whatever you like, are you included or you are excluded? If you stand apart and praying, you are making limitless limited. That is why, who is more powerful, you or God? You become more powerful than God. Because you can make the limitless limited. Understand? And for that arrogance, you must say, sorry. Sorry, God. I didn't know that. Cha. Now you take over. Mam tu vedana kaschana. Nobody knows. Why that they don't know? Nakaschana vetti means, rare somebody. Vasudeva sarvamiti samatma sudurlabha. Is there? Everybody can know. But the question is, are they interested? Not many people are interested. Why? Kameita ite irutagyana. Completely hijacked by their own personal desires, ambitions. Bhajante anyadevata. They start worshipping little things, forget themselves. Therefore, why they don't know it? Read. Ichcha dvesa samuthena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa yesham tvantagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmuktaha bhajante mam drudhavrataha ichcha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharate sarva bhutani sammoham sargayanti parantapa yesham tvantagatam papam Jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmuktaha bhajante mam drudhavrataha. Why is it a person misses me out? Ichha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata sarvabhutani sarge sammoham yanti. He Parantapa, he Bharata, sarvabhutani, all the beings, sarge, in this creation, sammoham yanti. They are totally deluded. By what? Ichhadvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata. They are deluded by ichha dvesha, raga dvesha. Anukula priti raga, pratikula apritihi dvesha. Anukula priti, whatever it is, anukula, whatever is comfortable for me, I like it. If it is not comfortable for me, it is comfortable for others, but not comfortable for me, raga. And that is where selfishness comes. You cannot enjoy other person's happiness. The other man is successful, pratikula, I don't like it. Other person's daughter gets married, my daughter is not married. Other person's son is successful, my son is. His business is okay, my business is not okay. His education is more, mine is. You cannot enjoy other person's prosperity. If you are, that is the time you are totally selfish. Ichha dvesha. To know that wherever there is little vibhuti, tejas tejasvinamaham, bala balavatam chaham, I am the strength of the strong, I am the brilliance of the brilliant. So whenever you see somewhere, something somewhere, vibhuti, Ishvara. So nice, he sings so well. Oh, that man cooks so nice. Oh, he's a really nice person, very kind. You appreciate. What is selfishness? Only mankind. Or, I'll appreciate if you are nice to me, you are wonderful. If you are not nice to me, crook, 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 crook. Why? Because I was holding the bidi, he said, don't smoke the bidi, He prevents it. Too rigid. Hard task master. Why? Your personal habits are challenged or your personal desires are curbed. So everybody is bad in the world. When somebody is critical of you, you should fall at his feet. Why? It gives you a chance to look at yourself. Why am I like this? Instead of that, what people say? They demand and they reserve the right to be stupid. They reserve the right to be arrogant. They reserve the right to be stupid. They reserve the right to be insensitive. They reserve the right to be addicted. They reserve the right to be what? Anything. But totally forfeit the right to be nice. They reserve the right to be crude and cruel. And they forfeit the right to be happy, contented. And not depending on anything or anybody. How pathetic. Ichhadvesha samudhya. Dvandva mohena bharata. Naturally, therefore, once ichhadvesha is there, ragadvesha is there, you cannot escape dvandva moha. Dvandva means conflict. Idava, idava. Shall I do this? Shall I do that? Dvandva. Always conflict. Somebody praises me. Oh, this towel is yours. Did not praise me? Give me back my towel. Think. Dundva, conflict comes. Should I have helped? Should I have done something? Should I have told that nice word? Hey, by doing something, please appreciate. Please appreciate in life. By doing good, nobody dies. If the other person does not recognize, that is their mistake, not mine. The tree provides the shelter to the person who is going to cut it. Understand? That comes out of solid strength and conviction. If the person who backbites you, vilifies you, destroys you, even about that person you have nothing to say. He doesn't know, he's ignorant fellow, what to do. Dandamo ena bharata. Suppose, imagine, there is no God. Boom, one thunderbolt. What will happen in this world? There is no God. So oxygen stopped going into your nose. Who will be alive? Everybody will be dead, no? Because by the time you recognize the God, you have been totally ungodly. Nobody begins with divinity. Divinity is beginningless, therefore you cannot begin with divinity. You can only begin with ignorance, arrogance, as though, and then end up with yourself, who you are. So this is natural to people. Dvandva. That is why when somebody has got solid ragadvesa conflict, you don't hate them. Oh, that is how the person is. Poor thing. It will take its time, take its time. Nature is absolutely patient. Other human beings are impatient about other people's mistake, very patient about their mistakes. Think these words. Right or wrong, you think for yourself. We are very impatient. Why the other person is doing like that? What about you being impatient, not very patient about your own weakness? That does not take away your right to point out somebody's mistake. Do point out, but also point out your own mistake. You will be a beautiful person. Why? Ichcha dvesha dvandva mohana bharata. Sarva bhutani sammoha myanti. All the beings come under the spell. That somebody is under the spell is not a problem. That he chooses to remain under the spell is the problem. That is why knowledge must be given to everybody. Imagine the small child going to school. Does the child enjoy going to school? No child will ever enjoy. Why? Mama, papi, papa, father, mother, friends, simply hanging around. So nice. Make that person to sit down in one place, away from the known and the familiar. Oh, very difficult. All of us are babies growing up in the school of creation. So comfortable with my idea, I am the body. I like sweet. I like sound of this kind. I like these touches. I like these tastes. Now suddenly he says, happiness is yourself. So you have to go to the school of happiness. Living the familiar world of sensations. Little resistance does come. Can you be a baby? If you see it for yourself, you shall accept everybody. Why? Somebody takes to school just like that. Some children, tough time. The school of happiness is same. You are the subject, you are the teacher, you are the student. All one and the same. But not knowing, now you have become a baby. You like the free movement. Anything you see? Yeah. Touch, yes. Taste, yes. Smell, yes. Oh, nice. Unobstructed. How nice it is. Whatever you want to do, somebody allows you to do it. How will you like it? Oh, Papa. Whatever you want to do it. Whatever you want to do. You are crazy? Oh yeah, go crazy. Who can allow you that? Only when a person is a master with perfect control. He knows any time he can pull you up. You have a long rope. How do you play with your fish? Long rope. It takes you away. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Why? Because you know the control is here. You can bring it back, bring it. Oh, let it go, let it go. What is the distance between me and the thing? My rope. Just will come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, go over. Then can you play with yourself like that? You have weakness, give it a long rope. Let it go, but watch. The moment it is tired, you win over. Don't kill yourself for your habit practices. If you know how to handle it, allow it. There will be a certain moment you will hate yourself for your weakness. That is the time. Roll in. Own up yourself. Yes, that's right. Strengthen that. If you do it by yourself, you shall learn how to help others also. No impatience. That is why teacher, like a guru, one who sees it very clearly. Understand? Everybody will go through. Dandva mohena. Sarva bhutani sammoham. Yanti sarge. Sarge, srishto, in this creation, everybody goes a little bit. Sarva bhutani, jayamanani, everybody. Sammoham yanti. Tasmat. Samurdha, when sarge, janmani, utpatti kalaiti. Edat. When you are born with confusion. That's why you are born. Are you born? Yes, confused. But later the confusion continue. That is why, what a tradition. Vidyarambha. What do they call it, Vidyarambha? Aksharabhyas. Why Aksharabhyas? Because using the Akshara, you shall go to the imperishable. Akshara means letter, Akshara means imperishable. So start with the Aksharabhyasa, the letter, so that you go into Akshara, imperishable. What a tradition. The day you start learning, the purpose is Akshara Abhyas, avoiding in the imperishable. Naksharati. Somewhere in between is confused. You start Akshara, why? I will be doctor, engineer, accountant, this, that. Akshara, forgotten. Like you starting yoga, for what? Instead of samadhi, you stuck in the holding the nose. You started yoga. What is the purpose? Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. But you get stuck in between. Why? Moham. Person doesn't know. Starts enjoying the benefit of little learning. Forget the absolute. Whereas, so when shall it come to an end? Yesham tu antagatam papam. Esham jananam, punyakarmanam jananam, papam antagatam. So those people, punyakarmanam jananam, those who have started doing punyakarma. Punyakarma means which does not hurt others, neither it hurts yourself. Any action which doesn't confuse others, confuse yourself. That is why sometimes, when you observe people, please see. Sometimes I do see here, they are everywhere. I don't know why people create unnecessary agitations, unnecessary situations. Certain times your commentaries are totally unsolicited. But the person will throw a statement and go away. Then everybody is discussing it. Can you not be happy and contented? Just imagine, this is a fantastic place. So beautiful, lovely weather, nice surrounding, beautiful trees. Where else can you expect? Peacocks dancing, singing, babies, cows. Have you gone and touched the cow once in a while? No. My shirt will be dirty. Lovely dog, beautiful human beings. Everybody is doing whatever. Problem is only with human beings. Nice houses, beautiful designs, food, whatever is possible. But we must create a problem in the kitchen, must create a problem for a milk, must create a problem for tair, must create a problem for temple, must have a commentary on who took, who did not take, who looked this way, looked that way. I don't know how people must create a problem. It's strange. Why am I telling you, I was also a student at one time. You cannot get one complaint. Most active, no complaint. Demanding something unnecessarily, asking for something which is not needed. Never, even now. But I have everything in the world. Be happy. That's the most important ingredient. You be happy, people will dump things at your door. To befriend a happy man is not a joke. To get the friendship of a happy person is not a joke. The king will give his kingdom for it. Why? Little happiness, comfort. In the presence of a person, if somebody feels very nice, how wonderful it is. Suppose you start talking about everybody, commenting, unsolicited. Who will be your company? You are solitary, sore thumb. Understand? Look at your life. So punya karma. Punya karma is not feeding the poor, but hating the rich. What is this punya karma? So rich man is not man, huh? Some people hate rich. Why should we hate rich? What's his crime just because he is rich? Oh, I only love poor. So then why don't you be poor? Your love for poverty will not be there if you are not rich. What about your being rich? Do you understand? It's so subtle, so subtle. You look at yourself. That's the end of the day. That's why, please, your point of reference in the beginning of your day, the point of reference, end of the day, Ishvara. There is nothing other than it. So, whatever comes, I live with it. Nice. Make use of it. Of course, you know where to do, where not to do, your comfort, convenience, inconvenience. Everything you look at it. But without inconveniencing somebody, I get my convenience. Without making somebody uncomfortable, I get my comfort. Please understand. Such people, antagata papam. Why? No raga, no dvesha. Tasmat no dvandva, no moha. No conflict, no delusion. When inner thus disposition changes, dvandva moha vinukta mam drudhavrataha bhajante. They worship me, remember me, contemplate on me, one with me, drudhavrata. Full conviction, total abiding. No wavering anymore. They know me. Ishvara alone is existing. Drudhavrata bhajan. So, as I told you, in every moment of your worship, just look at yourself. Are you included or excluded? And every moment of your life, same thing happens. So you become a beautiful person. Never You don't have to give some. Suppose you want to make somebody happy, the other person is not ready for you, is not wanting. Why should you impose yourself? I don't have to give happiness to somebody, but I don't give unhappiness to anybody. I am not cause of anybody's unhappiness. Nobody shall tell he snatched this from me. No, you take. Denied me this. No, you be happy. Such life. Such people. Now the next two verses. So that is the one who sees this Ishvara, Sarma, Samagram Mam Gyansasi. He told in the beginning, no? Samagram Yatha Gyansasi, that's know me complete. So this is how Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti, Ishvara alone is existing. Next two verses are really part of the next chapter, Ashtamad. Just like the last one and the sixth chapter, he introduced Ishvara to bring in Ishvara. Now these two verses are beginning for the next one. Read. Jara marana mokshaya mama sritya yatantiye te brahma tadvidu krishnam adhyatmam karma chakhilam Sadibhutadhidaivam mam Sadhiyagyam chaye viduhu Prayana kale chayamam Te vidu yukta chetasah Jara marana mokshaya Mama Shritya yatantiye Te brahma tadvidu krishnam Adhyatmam karma chakhilam Sadibhutadhidaivam mam Sadhiyagyam chaye viduhu Prayana kale pichamam Te vidu yukta chetasah. Hey Arjuna, they bhajanti mam drudavrataha. Why do they worship me? Jara marana mokshaya. In order to be free from the hold of old age and death. Jara marana mokshaya. Old age and death means immediate birth. So I don't have 70-year-old, 80-year-old. I am afraid of death. No. Please make a very all-inclusive interpretation. Jara and Marana, old age and death, not only comes to the body, but for everything in life. Your relationship also. In the beginning of your relationship, exciting. In the youth of your relationship, maddening. In the old age of your relationship, breaking up. Then ends, your relationship ends. 20 years after marriage, they separated. What happens? Jara, Marana. The relationship got into old age and death. The car I purchased 15 years back, Jara, Marana, Mokshaya. In the beginning stages, I didn't allow even anybody to touch it. Not even water should be used to clean it, licking it. That obsessed with the car. After 2-3 years, you don't know where it is. Then clean it only when you are traveling. Then after some time, first 5 years, nobody should touch it. After some time, can I take your car? Okay, take it. You like it? Yes. You want to purchase? Oh, take it. Why? Jara, Marana, Mokshaya. The old age of the car has come, relationship also old. Penapa, Pota, let it go. The house we have lived for 20 years, now it's time to sell it. Yes, Jara, Marana, Mokshaya. How long to eat the same sweet? Jara, Marana, Mokshaya. it goes away. It's the only thing that does not goes away, the desire for new thing. Trishnaika tarunayate. Trishna eka tarunayate. Body gets old. Shariram jirnam bhavati. The body becomes old. Jirnayate. Everything old. Trishna tarunayate. The thirst, the desire, lust, passion becomes younger and younger every day. That kills you. You are now old, but young, the desire is now young. What happens? Oh boy. Are you getting that? Desire is young, you are old. You have no strength. It's like you have no money, but your desires are new. What a lovely suffering. Think. No. Jara, marana, moksha. There is old age and death means anything. I don't want to come under the spell of this type of thing. Beginning, growth, old age, death. Enough of it. Now, Shivoham Shivoham. Tasmat yatanti mama asritya. Holding on to me, they yatanti, they strive. Why? Para prakriti, apara prakriti. When we say Ishvara, everything alone, each, I'm one of it. Such people, they Brahma, Tadvidu, they know what is Brahman, Adhyatmam, how it is myself, they know what is right karma, they know what is all the Adhibhuta beings, Adidaiva, what are the gods, Adiyagya, what is sacrifice, Prayana Kalecha. Not only while living they are happy, aware of themselves, liberated, Prayana Kalecha. Even at the time of death, they also Yukta Chetasa Vidu. These subjects are going to be introduced. So those who are aware of themselves, thus aware of me, they know Brahman, they know themselves, they know karma, they know bhuta, all the beings, they know daivam, gods, they know yajna, sacrifice rituals, they know how to pass at the time of death. If it is so, now Bhagavan gives a chance to Arjuna to question. Why? That is the job of the teacher. Initiating new topics, so new curiosity comes up. Until everything is clearer. That is why teaching is such, it creates your doubt, resolves your doubt. Understand? Not that only keep your eyes closed, stop breathing, be quiet, experience the oneness, stillness. But they talk about Brahman, forget words. Oh, what about Ragadvasa? Nothing. Brahman, you just peaceful, close your eyes, peaceful. Experience oriented. Why? Shortcut. Shortcut short circuits everything. Destroys. Shortcut will really short circuit because the fellow thinks, I'm very peaceful. How long? When you come across somebody who doesn't do anything and still better than you, you start wondering, what am I doing? What am I doing this practice for? That is why every word you see that. How nice. Every word. Brahman, Adhyatma, Karma, Adhibhuta, Adidaiva, Adiyagya, Prayana Kala, last one, what happens? When he says that, Arjuna now grabs it. That means what? Krishna is not tired of teaching. Suppose he has something, I have to go to movie, What are you always teaching? I have to also watch a movie, no? If Guru has his personal emptiness, students are finished. The teacher means available all times, all places, all 24 hours on call. Because anybody can face a crisis. That is why I am telling you. By chance, you people have any problem, any thought, straight. There is a 202. You don't feel comfortable. There is a office 200. Talk to the mountain. I'm talking about Arunachal mountain. Okay? Any time. Only thing is, you give sufficient time to solve your own thing. Cannot? Of course. Nothing to worry. Please. Om iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama Saptamodhyaya hai. Clearly, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Ahampada Vachyartha, Lakshyartha. Samashti, totality. The immediate meaning, implied meaning. When you understand Ishvara, you are included. Know about yourself, Ishvara is understood. Fantastic. With that, when Arjuna finishes, Krishna Bhagavan finishes, Arjuna grabs it, asks the question. Read the question, we'll see the answer later. Arjuna uvache kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama adhibhutam cha kim proktam adhidaivam kim uchyate adhiyajna katham kotra dehesmin madhusudana prayana kale cha katham jnyosi niyatatmavihi. So Arjuna asks all that words Bhagavan used. He asks, Kim tad Brahma, what is Brahman? Kim Adhyatmam, what is Adhyatma? Kim Karma, what is Karma? What is Adhibhuta? What is Adhidaiva? What is Adhiyajna? Dehesmin, in this body. All these things, where are they? Prayana Kalecha, at the last moment the body is falling up. How do I remember you? God, please tell. Sometimes the teacher deliberately initiates a question through the student. Why? If he loves the student, he shall elaborate on it. If he thinks the student doesn't understand it, it cuts it and goes away. Why? Why putting up a new subject? The fellow will not understand. That is why it shows Arjuna is, wow, brilliant. Therefore, put him. He is going to grasp. Suppose you initiate a subject, you know the fellow cannot grasp. Will you do that? That is why maturity of the student. The more you see the person understands and makes this life beautiful, you open up to make it wow, much more wonderful. Okay, so see things for yourself. Beautiful question. Close your eyes.